One, episode 22, PFE Pray For Him podcast, courtesy of my father's basement.
We're back home for college.
Christmas break. The original setup is kind of not the same anymore. Some stuff's got moved around, but it's kind of like a man cave, so there's some Lions decor. I threw the Jesse Bates
that's why there's
jersey.
some Lions decor. I like the Lions. I'm not a Lions fan myself.
My dad's a big Lions fan. Threw up the Jesse Bates jersey. Put Braun over here because we miss him. Please
You'll see my decor here soon.
But actually, a decent amount of news.
I don't feel about news.
I got Bill Belichick,
Oh yeah, going to UNC.
North Carolina head coach.
I saw a lot of things that the Bengals could hire him. Kind of glad.
I don't know if it's too surprising. I mean, it's surprising it's college level, I guess, but it didn't seem like he was at the top of most people's board in terms of head coach last year. I know he's an older guy.
You guys interviewed him twice.
Said hell no.
Fair.
Chose Raheem Morris over Bill Belichick. That tells you that all you need to know right there. I think it was more the Rams coaching staff coming over too. But Belichick to UNC. We'll see how he handles
5-year deal.
Kids.
Don't know quite the numbers.
72 years old, coaching 18-year-olds. We'll see how that works. Yeah. And he's never done it at the college level, at least to my knowledge. He might have maybe
like
this build up.
Maybe like an assistant or water boy, but.
And then that's all I got. I don't really have anything here in NFL in terms of news. I mean, I see Joe Burrow's house got broken into, but that's not really sports news in terms of actual sports. I have a couple injuries for basketball.
You know, Joe, I got a proposition for you.
What's that?
Pay me $100K a year. I'll be your security guard.
Tua, we talked about it. He said he's got, if you come to my house, they're armed. I was like, all right, Tua, let's back down. Why are you asking people to come rob your house? A couple basketball injuries. Magic getting Franz down now, too.
That was one of mine. I was thinking that was gonna be one of my takeaways, but
no Paulo, no Franz. We'll see how the Magic can hang on to their.
Franz was balling too.
Franz was balling. Scotty Barnes
hurt
got
again.
Injured, and then I got Brandon Ingram. At this point, Brandon Ingram, what are we doing?
He got hurt.
Yeah,
shit.
Out indefinitely.
Ooh, indefinitely.
That's at least I think there's more too. That's just
I
the
saw
three I could talk
some about injuries,
head.
and was talking about how Ty Lue was talking to Kawhi and saying Kawhi was in tears because he can't be there for the team.
I'm so tired.
You're not crying.
Where's Kawhi? What is Kawhi? Is he even in the bench? Is he sitting on the benches? I don't think.
I don't know.
He's not at the games.
He looks fucking homeless.
I don't know what his deal is. I'm just
change your look, Kawhi.
Not a crazy amount of news. No one else really has gotten fired yet in the NFL. Surprisingly, I thought I'd see some more fires in terms of head coaches. I thought Dougie P was going to get fired here soon.
I don't think they're firing him.
I think they'll wait till at least the off season.
Second that clock strikes midnight.
Yeah,
he's gone.
There hasn't been too many fires in the NFL. That's what I expected. But that'll get us right into our takeaways. And you want to go first or second?
Go second.
My first one, and this is more of a question / takeaway. Are the Arizona Cardinals hitting their yearly slump where they just fall off at the end of the year? 2 bad games now against Seattle. A loss to Minnesota.
They're 6-7 now, right?
They lost to Minnesota, and they lost back-to-back to Seattle. They lost 3 of the last 3.
Lost 3 in a row.
3 in a row. So
they lost 3 of the last 3.
Swept by Seattle too. That's going to mean something. That could mean some serious implications down the road.
Well, they're 2 games back.
Yep.
Plus the tiebreaker.
They're third in the division right now. The Rams are ahead of them now too, and they're tied with the Niners for last. They were sitting at 6-4. They lose 3 games in a row. That is just unfortunate. And you got to think, is Kyler playing Call of Duty?
Hey, man, I play some myself.
We've seen this. Remember his MVP year they had? He was so good, and then
they were 8-0,
fall off a cliff.
and then they
every year it's like
I think they went 11-5 in the year.
Every year with this guy, not this guy, but the Cardinals in general, they start hot. Not so much this year because I guess they were kind of expected. This is kind of a unexpected season, but they have this thing where they
6-4 was kind of like
almost like Russell Wilson after the Super Bowl runs with Seattle. He'd be really, really good for so long, and then for the last half of the season, him and Kyler just fall off. They're just not the same.
It's kind of identical.
Is this just the yearly thing? Is this the Cardinals' identity at this point?
I don't know if it's their identity because they have a different head coach now. Their roster's changed a lot. Those 2 years or whatever, it's really just 2 years they did that. Like they obviously had a good roster and Kyler's playing MVP level, but like now the roster is not as good. Their defense, in terms of name value, is not very good. But Jonathan Gannon's a pretty good coach.
They got a lot of like underrated dogs. Dennis Gardeck's fucking good. I love him.
Big fan of Dennis Gardeck.
He's just a do-it-all edge rusher, energy guy. He just gets in, makes plays, flat out.
That's all he wants you guys to do, making plays.
He would be the best pass rusher on our team by far. That's like saying something, even though we'll get there, but doing a decent job the last couple games. There's a pass rush. But as my first one, Cardinals hitting that wall again. Can they pursue? Persevere.
My first one is next year could be the year that the Panthers make that big leap.
You think so?
I think the Panthers are okay. I don't think they're a good team. I'm not gonna go crazy, but they just compete with the Eagles.
I genuinely said, beginning of the year, you said could sneak into that 7th seed.
I think they're limited play contention.
I said they would be the second best team in the division. They still could. I mean, they're third, but
it's not crazy.
It's not the craziest take. They're probably going to be a game or two behind from the guy that finished second. And they're giving Bryce a real chance, and he's actually playing some football.
He's actually making some really good plays. Actually, some plays that number 1 overall draft picks make. And they arguably should have won this game. Xavier Leggetti dropped a touchdown.
It was a tough catch for sure.
It was, but good play by Bryce.
Could have been a better ball. Really could have been a better ball.
It could have, but
hey, good effort though. Great effort from both teams. Would have loved to see them lose the Eagles or beat the Eagles. I don't hate that. I mean, I hope not, because that means my team probably won't make the playoffs. They have a good jump. I'm kind of getting used to this.
3-9, 3-10.
I'm kind of getting used to this. Panthers 2 free bye week wins. I hope that they don't take a leap, but I don't disagree. I think they're a team in terms of. I think they're better on paper than they should be. Like, Chuba's been really good all year.
Chuba's 1,000 yards this year.
Bryce Young's been better since he's taken back
Jonathan
over.
Brooks tore his ACL again. The same one he tore.
It seems like he's just gonna be nothing at this point. Injuries
It's
can't get his way.
for him, man.
Rookie can't barely play this year. And then Adam Thielen's just a ageless Julian Edelman kind of player.
I know he's kind of going crazy.
Xavier Leggetti's not that bad. He's all right. He
has his drop issues. I'm not
he's
saying
he's a big guy. He's explosive. He has his limits, but like he does what he needs to do. They drafted Jatavion Sanders too, tight end in Texas. I actually liked him. I thought he was clearly the second best tight end. And he doesn't do much for them, but just saying.
We got a pretty horrific head injury.
But and their defense, Jadeveon Clowney's actually been pretty good these last couple of years on like this carousel of teams he's been on. Where he was
solid with Baltimore last year. Actually, he was the one that.
And this is without they're still down Derek Brown too. Derek Brown was out of the year.
Yeah,
so they're missing some key players.
He tore something.
But he's a monster. He's really good.
Really good. Yep.
But I think that I don't hate that. I don't hate a year or two slump. At least I hope they're behind the Falcons. Though.
And you got to think that they're going to make moves this offseason. You have to think
they have a lot of money.
Yeah,
I think they're going to not draft a quarterback if that's because that was kind of where it was leaning. We're giving up on Bryce. I think Bryce has earned
at least another year.
Another year.
I agree
with what could be his best weapons,
and with 3 or 4 wins, so they're going to have a pretty good pick. They're not going to get like a Travis Hunter, but maybe they draft one of those top wide receivers. Maybe Isaiah Bond.
I honestly
maybe.
I think there's a chance Travis won't go in the top 3 if like the way the draft goes. Like if the quarterback team. We saw
Raiders
Marvin,
and Giants.
Marvin went 4.
Yeah.
Like it could very easily do one of those years where it's just quarterback heavy.
Well, I think Marvin went number 1 if
I do too.
The Bears kept Justin Fields.
I do too. But even if say the Panthers fuck around and finish towards the bottom, they could trade back. Do what the Bears did to them. Get a piece and move back.
Not everybody's that dumb.
I would love to see the Panthers make some good managerial decisions. But I don't hate it. My second one, and I've been beating this horse. I love this man. The Rams, when they are healthy, can beat any team in the league. They're that good. And it's because of old Stafford. He's that damn good. He doesn't make mistakes. He does have interception issues, but it's usually because he's a good enough player that he genuinely thinks he can do that, like what he's doing.
He's a gunslinger. They're going to throw picks, but
they're
also going to make some incredible throws that not other quarterbacks make.
I don't know what the stats on this, but I can't think of a team as good as them in the red zone. It's ridiculous. Kyron's a touchdown machine.
Bengals actually have the best touchdown.
Puka and
Found that
Cooper
out from
Kupp
the
or red
Bengals
zone
radio.
demons. They're just over the middle demons in the red zone. And there's Puka's like he's so good for no reason really. It's just weird. He's just a dog. Like he's not even like he doesn't have anything that stands out. He's got great hands, contact
He
balance.
just
but
does
like,
everything well.
like he doesn't do anything. He has no weakness, which is like I guess that's what he does. That's what he does well. Is he has no weakness, but it's pretty fucking good. And their defense even way better than last year. They're actually not bad. Jared Verse was clearly a good pick.
Yeah,
He's one of the best power rushers in the league.
D-Roy.
He's one of the best power rushers in the league. Kobe Turner wasn't bad last year for him. And then
Kobe Turner's on the Masked Singer, actually.
he's not a bad. They're not a bad defense. I mean, they definitely can get better, and especially in this division, their game back, it's kind of up in the air.
Yeah, Seattle's first, but like Seattle's not like a crazy team. I mean,
I think they're better than Seattle. I think I like them more than Seattle, just purely because of quarterback. Like, I'd rather bet on Stafford than Geno.
in the playoffs, it comes down to quarterback play. You don't see shit teams with shit or not shit teams, but you don't make the playoffs obviously. But you don't see bad quarterbacks win anything. I mean,
fact.
Jimmy Garoppolo,
It takes a village.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy.
Occasionally, we'll see those quarterbacks that just luck out and get wins. I guess
I
like
don't even say luck out, just
Ravens
a good
in
team
2000. Fuck, was it Dilfer? Something shitter.
Yeah.
Like there's occasionally some bad
Well, that's
quarterbacks.
because they had a historic defense.
Like okay, they're going to be outliers, but usually the team that wins the Super Bowl has one of the best quarterbacks, if not the best quarterback in the league. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But I like the Rams, man. I've been on this. I've been on this Rams, even when
that was actually my second takeaway too.
Rams.
Is that it's not like they could beat anybody. It's the Rams are a team that other NFC teams don't want making the playoffs. If you are an NFC team, you are praying
especially if
that the Rams do not make the playoffs.
If you're Philly, assuming Philly gets the 2 seed.
Yeah, one of those top seeds, yeah.
Like you want to play the Rams as the wild card, or even if they win the division. Even if they win the division, they're probably playing a team like Minnesota or Green Bay.
I think the Rams would beat the brakes off Minnesota. They did this. They already beat them this year, I think.
Like the Rams are good, man. They remind me kind of like the Bengals. Like they're so offensive heavy. Like if the Bengals fuck around and if it win out and they find that 7th seed, like you do not want to play the Bengals.
I agree.
If you're the Bills, like you do not want to play the Bengals. And
well, hold on. The Rams are only a game back.
I think they could win the division, yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, there's 4 games left. They could win the
division. I think they play Seattle, too. So, that's going to matter. A lot of these, we'll get towards it, because we have a segment later about playoff predictions, but a lot of these close battles, they play each other, so it's going to be, like, seriously, we're going to see. And then, what was your next one? You said
Rams. Yeah, it was the Rams.
And my last one, I didn't really have anything here. I didn't want to put a Falcons one, because I'm going to talk about the Falcons game by its whole self. I just put the Chiefs doink in because, of course, they fucking did. Like
that's just such a Chiefs. Like,
of course, they doink
like
in.
It was a 31-yard field goal, and I'm not saying it's lucky they won.
Yeah,
but like,
I mean,
really, out of all,
he couldn't have just made it.
I know, could have just drove it down the middle. Had to be a fucking doink.
Like doink to come on. All right, whatever.
If you were Chiefs, you probably shit your pants. Like you heard that fucking loud ass
third string kicker at this point.
Yeah, like, and then as a Chargers fan, it's like, really?
Yeah, it's just like,
fuck off.
And the Chargers didn't look bad that game either.
Chargers have a good defense, and the Chiefs' offense doesn't.
And they're down their running back who was like really good this season.
J.K. Dobbins.
Gus Edwards. When's he supposed to come back? J.K. playoffs.
I don't know. Did they put him in the IR?
They did.
Okay, so that was at least 4 games. That was 2 games ago.
Yeah,
I think that was after us.
He'll probably be back for playoffs. I'm assuming.
Yeah, at least for the first round.
And Lavin Comickey didn't play that game either.
He didn't, no. So
not a bad look there for the Chargers to lose the back-to-back Super Bowl chance by doink field goal. I mean, that's all I had for.
I was gonna put that down there, but
what's your last one?
The last one is. Do you guys know who the best wide receiver in football is? Let me show you. I'll be right back.
He's really excited about it.
I am.
This is a planned event. Scripted as fuck.
WWE.
I don't necessarily agree either. At this point right now.
That's Jamar fucking Chase, baby. Come on. Put belt to fucking ass on any corner.
I think it's a true 1A, 1B. You have big boys.
You guys know I love you.
If I think it's
some bias is gonna play in here.
Jamar's got his explosive playability. It's for me. It's do you want the guy who's got the explosive playability that can outrun anybody? He's a physical freak. He's not like he's a skinny, he's a fast guy. He's a 220 every bit.
He's a strong guy for.
Or
his
you
size.
want that guy that's going to pick up that first down on 3rd and 12 over the middle every time. That's Jettas. He's going to get that 3rd and 12 open in the middle field. But Jamar's going to have that deep ball and that make a 4-yard play into a 12-yard play. It's a 1A, 1B. I think he clearly this season moved in front of CeeDee Lamb.
I agree.
Even though CeeDee Lamb's, he's had his issues, the quarterback and yada yada. He's having a good season too.
Yeah, he's not far behind. I think he's 900 something yards.
I think it's a 1A, 1B, and then he's like a little bit worse than 3. Like that's a clear 3. And then you still have the Tyreeks of the world and
Tyreek, man, I don't know
what the deal with Tyreek is. I don't think he's
he has a torn ligament in his wrist.
I don't think he's not open. I just think he's like their offense is a little different this year. Devon A-Chain is honestly the most important part of the offense. Like
it's different. Like when Tua came back, in my opinion, because like before, it was only like 2 games, but it seemed normal.
Devontae was up there, but like, what the hell is he gonna do with the Jets now? Like, who knows? Really,
he's getting older.
He's getting a couple good games there too with the Jets towards the end of the.
He's gotten a couple touchdowns recently too.
I think he had 100 game last week.
Yeah, he did.
Him and Garrett had 100.
Remember seeing a TikTok about it. I'm not going to go too much into this because we're talking about more games, obviously, but just wanted to, mention that.
Jamar Chase up there for number 1, if not the them LSU boys. Killing it.
Butler University.
That'll just go right into our games. You can go first because you won. It's just a lot easier. I'll rant.
Now, did we win? Yes, we did. Did we win by luck? I don't give a fuck. If there was a team that deserved to win like this, it was fucking us.
Sure.
Now, talk about a roller coaster of emotions.
Simpsons game.
Yeah, I didn't watch that stupid dumbass shit.
It's actually kind of funny.
I know. Fucking, it was Lisa, like, fucking, or no.
I watched
a little bit of it. What's the daughter's name? Is it Lisa? Yeah. I think. Fucking, she was Jamar Chase on that game-winning touchdown. I was like, fuck off.
I'm not a big Simpsons fan, but I thought it was just kind of odd to see.
I occasionally watch Simpsons.
I expected worse, if that makes sense. I expected it to be a fucking annoying-ass thing, but it's actually watchable.
Yeah. But anyways, what a roller coaster emotions on that blocked punt. The second that punt got blocked, do you know who blocked that punt?
Yes. No, I don't. I thought I know when you say, I'll be like, yeah. I just can't remember his name.
Former Bengal Nick Vigil blocked that punt.
That's not what I was going to guess.
He blocks that punt. I mean, I didn't know it was Nick Vigil at the time, but I see the punt get blocked, and I'm like, here we fucking go.
Yeah.
Of course.
And even the drive leading up to that was just like ridiculous. To get to that 4th and 26 was just like, of course.
Fucking 2nd and 4, Yoshi on a fucking screen or whatever holds. So now we're 2nd and something, 2nd and long, 2nd and 14. Duh, I can't do math. And then Cody Ford, as soon as the fucking ball gets snapped, just decides he's gonna hold Micah Parsons. Just fucking decides I'm gonna hold him. And you know what? He goes to the ref and basically said, "Hey, ref, I'm gonna hold here." So now we're fucking 2nd and 27.
Yeah,
it was just a roller coaster mode. And then Joe gets sacked, and then fucking, I thought he got hurt this game. I was gonna cry. But also, there was a blatant face mask that they missed on this game that wasn't called, so ball never lies. And then the block punt happens, and I'm thinking, Jesus. And then I see old dumbass over there touch it. And then I see...
Monty Oriwari.
Yes.
Lion legend.
How do you say his name? Igmanjada. That's not how it says, but, you know, he picked up the punt. And actually, he was the one that let Nick Vigil through. So.
Igba.
A lot of Bengals fans Bengals Twitter was hyping this man up in preseason.
Igbanagany or something like that?
Yeah. Just hoping, praying to God he wasn't cut. And then we pick it up, and I'm like, is that our ball? Because you rarely see that.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know the rules at first either. And then I see that. Oh, gosh. And I'm gleamed with joy.
You still had to go decent ways of the field.
Yeah, we just needed a field goal. And don't get me wrong, Jamar. I love the fact you made Deron Bland your bitch and made a miss on that play and then score a touchdown. But maybe slide that scenario.
Sure.
Waste clock. But we score the touchdown. And then, Bengals defense actually gets stopped. Trey Anderson with a crucial sack. And then Cooper Rush misses Jake Ferguson on that 4th down play.
I think he also had C-Lane like wide open.
I didn't see that part, but
I saw somebody bet on it that was like really mad.
Missed throw, thank God. But just some takeaways from this game. The Bengals have the best quarterback, wide receiver in the league, and I don't even think it's close.
Sure.
I mean, let's go through it here. Kelsey's not tight, or Kelsey's not a receiver, but Mahomes Kelsey Kelly's not what he once was. Obviously, Mahomes is better than Burrow, but
And the Mahomes Kelsey this year specifically is not really a thing. It's just kind of, it's all right.
And then, let's see, let's go.
Lamar, Zay Flowers.
No.
Josh
Tua,
Allen.
Tyreek. No.
Josh Allen, Khalil Shakir. Like, there's the Jetta, Sam Darnold. Honestly, an argument. that's the competition. Jetta and Sam Darnold. There's not really a standout other than you guys.
Well, maybe Dak, CeeDee Lamb, I guess, because Dak was second team All Pro.
Yeah.
And CeeDee Lamb's the third best in the league.
Aaron Rodgers, Devontae.
Yeah, but this year.
Drake London, Kirko, Chains.
Sure, we'll put out there.
We'll get there.
Actually, Darnell Mooney has more yards than Drake
We'll
London.
get
there. But honestly, what really surprised me this whole entire game was how much man coverage the Cowboys ran. And how much they barely doubled Jamar. Despite him having 14 fucking catches and 180 yards. Maybe you double that guy. You just had so much confidence in Trayvon Diggs and DeRon Bland when Jamar pulled out the belt to ass every time.
They might be, not even to shit on like the performance. They're like the most. They're the same player, DeRon Bland and Trayvon Diggs, exact same. Touchdown or bust, pick or bust. That's their shit. We're gonna allow a shit ton of yards, but we might get that interception.
They didn't get the interception. Blake Hooker did. Burrow, that one's on you, brother. You let that one slip. It's all right. As well as you play this year, you get a free pass. But anyways, I think Jamar's route running has definitely gotten better and showed in this game. Because usually when Jamar has like a game like this with like that many yards, it's usually because he had a deep ball. He didn't have a deep ball this entire game. In fact, our offense as a whole did not have a deep ball this whole entire game.
Sure.
It was just Daddy Jamar routing them up, exposing those overrated motherfuckers. O-line, still abysmal. Orlando Brown's probably out for the year. I mean, just shut them down. We're not doing anything anyways. Maybe we can still technically make the playoffs, but a lot of shit has to go our way.
Yeah.
Yoshi Voss, that might have been a fumble. You can honestly talk me into it. That was close.
I didn't see it.
Oh, well.
Did not see it. I watched the second half without sound on my phone right here. So that's what I watched.
Basically, what happened was Yoshi, Joe threw like a check down. It was already on third down, so we were going to have to punt anyways. Yoshi bobbles it. And the second he gains control of it, Trayvon Diggs punches it out. And they said because he didn't take two steps. And I was like, oh, thank you, New York. Thank you.
Little Jordan Humphrey syndrome?
You can honestly talk me into that was a fumble.
Sure.
Defense, you let up only 20 points, but at the same time,
it's Cooper Rush's Cowboys.
Yeah. So and we still missed so many fucking tackles. That CeeDee Lamb screen was fucking crazy. Jermaine Pratt, I mean, you had a hold of him and what, you just let him go? Say fuck it? Sure. And then Trey, I mean, that's not even on you. You had the outside, and he cut inside. Not a single fucking Bengal was there. I mean, good play on CD, I guess. But I did like how he did contain CeeDee Lamb after his fucking crazy first quarter. Made me lose my fantasy, actually. So that was cool, actually. Literally just lost it because of the first quarter. CeeDee Lamb.
Hell of a game.
That Mike Hill, I don't know what you were doing on that fourth down for that first touchdown. No idea what you were doing. I don't know. Wide the fuck open, CeeDee Lamb. Sure. It's a great game plan.
I honestly expect the higher score after that first quarter.
I did too.
With offense and defense is kind of locked in, or both defenses kind of locked in.
Chase Brown, I'm liking what you've been playing recently. I saw weeks 9 through 14. He's a fantasy RB3.
Sure.
Could be the future solution at running back.
Cheap.
Hope so. He is cheap.
Cheap contract.
Also, he might get fined for jumping in that little kettle thing. Whatever. I don't care. Joseph Asai, 3 sacks his last 3 games.
Hey, playing time.
Someone's got to shine on that defense. Fuck. And I'm glad. Marco Wilson, I honestly forgot we picked you up. You actually had a pretty solid game. You might have earned yourself another contract because you impressed me so far. I mean, didn't do crazy, but
man's approval.
You have my approval.
Sure.
You have my fantasy GM approval. We'll give you 1-year contract for league minimum.
Why not?
And I'm glad we won this game, even though we're not going to make playoffs. And obviously for draft pick purposes, I don't want to win out. But at the same time, when you're watching your team, you don't want them to lose.
Yeah, I'm not on a team to lose out. I'm on a team. I will never root for my team to lose. I rooted for Desmond Ridder every fucking week last year. Picked him against great teams. I would rather go 9-8 and trust my team to pick well. I'm not on the vibe of tanking. No. I mean, if you're,
I'm on
If you're 2-12,
yeah.
if you're in number one pick tank, maybe. But if you're
to start a year, like when fans just say,
Yeah.
well, let's just tank, like for a general prospect, like the tank, I know it's a different sport, but like tank for Victor or tank for Zion, and then like NFL tank for Trevor. Stuff like that. Like
Tua too.
Yeah, tank for Tua, tank for Caleb, or whatever.
All this nonsense.
It's just
I
like.
want to win games here.
Exactly.
I want to sell some fucking tickets. Like,
yeah, because your fans, like, they don't want to fucking. Like the Panthers last year, they weren't filling seats, they weren't filling stadiums. I think the game against you guys, they fucking
$20.
Yeah,
$20.
No, they were lower than that. I think they were like
Maybe.
$6.
I think $20 was
a
like
fucking McDonald's meal.
$20 was like second level. $20 was not like second level. Not even like
Jesus.
It was ridiculous.
That's
and the
crazy.
whole game, the Desmond Ridder versus Bryce Young masterclass was ridiculous.
Wasn't that game like 9-6?
9-6 loss in the rain.
That game was probably worth $20.
Nice, Desmond. Good shit. Anyways,
Oh,
are you done with yours? Anything else for your
Cade
game?
York,
Final
way
thoughts?
to make your field goals. He's dating one of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders.
Hell yeah.
They mentioned it like 100 times. I don't give a fuck.
Hell yeah, Cade.
The thing is, every time he made a field goal, she was like, "Thank God," and I was like, "I don't like that. Doesn't make me feel comfortable."
She was there?
Yeah, she's a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Oh, I don't know. I blanked on like who you played for a second. She's rooting for her boyfriend.
I know.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
if I was a fan, I saw that, I'd be like, "Shut your mouth." Shut the fuck
up. That's about it. Good win. We play Brian Callahan this week and the Titans, who've been a fucking joke on offense. So, and we always play in Tennessee. Can we play the Titans in Cincinnati once, maybe? I think the last 5 years played Tennessee. Fucking, it's always in Tennessee. Anyways, you can get your game now.
I mean, we lost. We got 42-21. It was 21-21 going to the fourth quarter.
It was,
and so this.
Actually, it was 21-13. You guys.
This isn't, in my opinion, a blowout loss. This is what happened. We tied the game 21-21. They scored a touchdown, and we're at this point where our offense is moving, clicking, and I'm expecting to score. Raymond McLeod fumbles the ball on the kickoff return. They instantly scored another touchdown. The game is now over at 35-21 with 7 minutes left. We have to be nearly perfect to win this football game, and we just weren't. I mean, what I don't even. We'll just start. We'll start in the first quarter.
Start in first quarter.
First touchdown. First, we walk down the field, do whatever we want. Just like every game, we do whatever we fucking want. And you wonder, Kirk was the touchdown pass. Yeah, it's because we have one of the best rushing teams in the fucking NFL. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. I am fucking sorry that we have 2 running backs that can score touchdowns at will in the red zone, and that's our first priority. We don't want Kirk to throw the ball a bunch of times when there's 15 yards to go. I don't care. Give it to Bijan.
Sure.
Let him run it in. Whatever. And then, so they get this dumbass touchdown where it was I think it was this. This could be out of order. All 3 of these retarded touchdowns happen. Sam Darnold throws a touchdown to Jordan Addison. He gets hit as he threw it. Luckily, we played such good defense that we were in front of Jordan Addison, and he was there to stop and catch the football and walk into the end zone. My bad? That's on me? We had 2 guys, Justin Simmons and I think it was DeAlford. Perfect coverage. Darnold throws a fucking lollipop, and so they're just keep running, looking for the ball, and Jordan Addison just stops, and they score a touchdown. It was one of those, and I'm just like, really, motherfucker, come on. And then another one, we have Justin Jefferson way down the field. This is after this. I think this is 3rd and something. Sam Darnold,
3rd and 7. I think.
Sam Darnold does a dumbass loop-de-loop around our whole fucking team. We got pressure pretty much all game. Shout out defense. He throws a 50-yard bomb. All I see is my DB fall on his ass, and the jump ball versus. You can't win it now.
Yeah, I saw the start of that play, and Mike Hughes just fucking completely lost Justin Jefferson, and
just fell down.
And I see the TikTok meme. Somebody
he just fucking fell down. Falls down. And what are we supposed to do here?
Why is Mike Hughes honestly on Justin Jefferson?
Why are we watching the quarterback, Mike Hughes? You look at him. You follow Justin Jefferson's eyes like a magnet. And just wait until he does this. And then you fucking look for the ball. It's not rocket science. You couldn't have even just stayed on your feet. Just get mossed. I'd rather you get mossed than fall on your ass for a wide open, gritty touchdown.
That's a being in film session. Like, what the fuck did you do here, Mike?
And then there was another one that was, I think it was just a 50-yard pass, great coverage. Jordan Addison just bitched my corner, and like it just right in his bucket. God damn! We're literally the best team against long balls. We allow the least amount of big plays in the entire NFL, and Sam Darnold accidentally was just throwing 50-yard bombs all game. It was stupid. We got pressure all game. I mean, it's just ridiculous, man. And it kept happening. And like, we're working for these drives. We're busting our ass. Doing well-executed drives. Perfectly tied to every minute
busting our ass.
And then we see a Sam Darnold 40-yard bomb bullshit. It's just ridiculous. After all that, and while we're here, Kirk's first pick, terrible. On you. I got nothing. I can't help you out.
Oh, and his return
just unfortunate. His first interception over the middle of the field, they read you like a book. Sorry. We got past it. They didn't score, whatever. It led to nothing. The second interception, and this would have been, we're down 28. We're down 21-35 at this point. We just got the ball back after the muff punt from Ray. And, we have to score here to keep it interesting, get a stop, get the ball back, score again.
Sure.
Unlikely, but, we're in the red zone. And we're third and short. We pick it up, and the Falcons like to hurry the ball. They like to hurry up. Because
you get some tempo.
The idea is the Vikings' big set is in. Like they bring in a lot of big D linemen so that we can take advantage with our passing game. Kyle Pitts obviously wasn't ready for that. He runs this lollygagging ass bullshit jog route, and then it's just overthrown because he's not trying football. He's not playing football. He's not even fucking trying.
I want to see this actually.
It's just he's fucking jogging. Kirko throws it, and where I didn't think it was a bad throw, but just the cherry on top, Byron Murphy, like he's got glue on his hands, one-hand interception. It wasn't like a crazy one-hander. It was just kind of like fell into his, like, almost like a part, like fell into his hand, but it was just like, really, dude? Kyle Pitts, I mean, you might be a bust, Kyle. You might be a bust. It's getting harder and harder to watch this football team. We were 6-3. We're 6-7.
Guys, we're 6-3.
6-3. Now we're 6-7. And it was, I think, a big reason we're 6-7 is we didn't have a briefer. We didn't have a briefer game. We just got Broncos, Vikings. Good team after good team that just came in and stomped our ass. I'm hoping we can bounce back. If Desmond Ridder beats the Falcons with the Las Vegas Raiders, I might have to be done. It might be the last time. I could not handle this.
The last ride.
But I'm not even going to think of that right now. If it happens, I'll adjust.
It's on prime time.
We got Raiders Giants coming up. These are must-win football games. Clearly at 6-7, we should be 8-7 going into this Commanders game. We'll get there later. You have to win. We have to win these games. We're clearly better. I think we're clearly the best team in the division. I think we're clearly the best. You see this route? Lollygag. He's jogging. He's just let me just run around. Like, what the fuck is that? It's not even a bad. It's this 1-on-1. Kyle Pitts versus a corner.
Wait, hold on. He can. Oh.
He runs a little dumbass seam fade. Like, what the hell is that, man? And then you just see Kirko, like, you see him on the field. He's like, what? My bad? Like,
it looks like they brought a blitz there. Harrison Smith almost hit him. Fuck.
Just a terrible effort.
It's not his best look.
Kyle, like, come on. What are you doing? You're on multiple games now where you haven't sniffed the ball. You're just a bad blocker. You can't go side to side because your knees are shot. You don't catch your 50-50 balls. So, like, what do you do? It's really just when we're talking about, the Falcons had so much hype going into the season. We had hope, not hype. We had hope because on paper we have good players. I think Kyle's ass. I'm just gonna say it. Kyle's not good. I think he can be, but injuries and confidence or something, he's just not there. He can't. We already picked his 5th year. I hope he is better. I really do. But man, you're one every 3 games you have a decent game. Like Bijan, obviously great. Drake London he's been great this season. Darnell Mooney been great this season. But we're acting like the Falcons are super underachieving. I was like, no, we're not. We weren't expected to be a Super Bowl winner, man. We were expected to win the division. So like, if we win the division, like, that's just where we were supposed to be. You guys are acting. I think TikTok's acting like we were supposed to be this fucking juggernaut of an offense. No, we're still You still got juggernauts like the Bengals offense, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. We're talking about Drake London, Darnell Mooney here. Let's bring this down to size a little bit. It's not the same landscape. And then, they're just they just continue to belch the asses in the fourth quarter. Put another touchdown in. And it's just like...
Yeah, I've been short an ass in the league, and it didn't cost me, but it almost did.
It's just like, man... It really came down to that my fumble. Like, there's nothing else I could say. Like, there's a complete...
It's a momentum shift.
And especially when we were doing well. Darnell Mooney had a big catch. Ray had a great game.
He did. I started him fantasy. Got him 13.
He had a great game.
What happened?
How are you muffing a fumble? Like he's not even the primary returner. Unfortunate, man. And I liked how our offense was looking. It was really clicking. We had a touchdown the first drive. We had a 4th and 5. We didn't convert, and then we had the pick. So then I'm like, okay, fuck, here we go. But then defense is making sacks. We score more touchdowns. We're dialed in here. We're dialed in, and then we see that like. Just a real cock squeezer, man.
Oh, shit.
It's a real moment. Nothing left.
Oh, God.
35-21. The game is now over. And the way that we lost, bullshit deep balls, must fumble. Like, I don't think that we were just outplayed. I really don't think we were outplayed that game. It didn't seem like a butchery like it might look like.
Yeah.
It felt like a bullshit ass fourth quarter.
42-21. It
was 21-21.
It's almost like quarter. Once the game got away, you guys just said.
And Raheem Morris let Kirko play the whole game instead of putting in Penix because he was like, really after 35-21 and we throw that pick in the red zone, the game was over. Like, it's just over. Whatever. Good for Sam Darnold. 5 touchdown passes. You're awesome. Oh, and that's not even the biggest bullshit of this game.
Let's hear it.
7-7. They're kicking a field goal to go up 10-7. 4th and 16, Connor. 4th and 16.
4th and 16.
Kentavious Street's fat ass falls down on the field goal, and while he's going down, he grabs the jersey of a Vikings player on the offensive line who's blocking for this field goal. Automatic first down because of this. Ridiculous. It was unintentional. It wasn't even on purpose.
Sure.
4th and 16. We're not talking, 4th and 5. Oh, holding, 10-yard penalty. No. We're talking a 16-yard 4th and 16 that gave them a fucking touchdown to Jefferson. Double-digit penalties, the most penalties we have all season, and it still felt like we could have won. Like I wouldn't say should have, but it felt like we could have won and competed well into this game if we don't muff that fumble. It was
within grasp.
We should not have muffed that fumble. Damn it, Ray. And that's all I got. Raiders, Giants, your ass is grass, and I'm a lawnmower. Let's go. That's all I got. Let's get in this playoffs.
It's a good saying.
Okay.
One thing before you mentioned T, and it made me forget this. Ahead. Joe Burrow did say in the press conference that he thinks the Bengals can do what they can do to bring T back, and Joe said he's willing to do whatever it takes. You give some money back, Joe?
That's a real switch up from highest paid. Hey, let's get some shit going here. Maybe it's because you're.
I think after the year we've had,
maybe he's like, "Ooh, the defense needs money. I need to use some of this money." Maybe use some of this money to put some money in the defense. Yeah,
hey, sure, you can pay yourself, making some money.
Sure.
All right, that's all I have to say about that.
So, I will be. I'll screenshot this so you guys can see.
Whoa.
We have a playoff simulator. So. For the next 4 weeks of the season,
this is our official PFE.
We're going to pick the games for the next 4 weeks of the season real quick, and then this will be our official PFE predictions. It's a lot of these divisions are coming down to the wire.
I think usually last week of the season, it's like where everybody plays a division rival.
Like it's going to be, there's some big games coming. All right. So we got week 15, a big game off the rip. Rams, Niners on Thursday Night Football. A lot of implications here. In San Francisco.
I like the Rams.
I still like the Rams too. And then I'm just going to go through the games quick. Ravens, Giants, Ravens, Jets, Jaguars, doesn't matter. I mean, Jets.
Yeah, I guess.
Cowboys, Panthers, doesn't matter. Panthers, fuck it.
Fuck, it's good, Panthers.
Commanders, Saints. Commanders beat the Saints. Bengals, Titans. I think you guys easily beat the Titans too.
I hope so.
Chiefs, Browns, Chiefs. Yeah. Then we hit the Dolphins, Texans.
See, now if the Bengals...
I'm on Team Dolphins here. I really am. I'm high on the Texans.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm not high on the
Bengals
Texans.
Need them to lose? Probably don't.
I'm really not. I like the Dolphins though. I've been saying that, and then we got Denver Colts. Might be a gimme. Denver, but if the Colts can get something going here, I've been on this train
They have an easy schedule for this game.
in Denver.
They play
Tough game in Denver.
Jags, the Titans
Titans
again,
and Jags, Titans.
some other really shitty team.
Oh yeah, Giants or something like that.
I think, yeah.
Denver Colts. The Colts aren't that bad. Like they're one of the better shitty teams. They're seriously in the playoff race. Your call.
I think I'm going Broncos.
Denver brings it home mile high. Okay, then we have Patriots, Cardinals, Bills, Lions. Could have some implications in terms of 1 and 2 seed with Eagles and Lions.
I think with the Bills
in Detroit.
Bills was last week. I think that probably kicks them out of the 1 seed because now they're 2 games behind Kansas City.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate. I think the Lions are the better team.
I think the Lions will beat them too. I do. Chargers, Bucks in LA. Come on, Chargers.
Is Ladd McCollum going to be back?
I think.
What am I saying?
He was questionable. I think the Buccaneers have been skating by some bad teams these last couple of games.
Yeah.
Barely beat the Raiders. I know they beat them by 2 scores, but it was close. And then we have Philly versus Pittsburgh. It's cool. It's a good game. A couple good games.
It is. This will really prove how good Pittsburgh is. This will really prove.
In Philly. I mean, I guess it's a home game for both. They're both in Pennsylvania. But
yeah, and Steelers fans, they actually do travel well. That's like a known thing. But I don't know. Eagles didn't look very good last week. Some Team Cam getting fucked up here.
There is some. Yeah, there's some news about the Team Cam. This would be a big game for the Steelers in terms of winning their division too, because it's close between Baltimore.
Yeah, because they're 2 games.
They're game and a half.
Yeah,
they're 10-3. Baltimore's 9-5.
And also Pittsburgh right now has the tiebreaker because Pittsburgh beat them.
Yeah,
and they still got to play.
Tough game. One more time. Tough game. I think I'm leaning Philly, though.
Yeah,
just because I think home. Both have good defenses, but I think Philly's offense is just better.
Comes down. And I think the Steelers have like a bad rushing defense. So like
that would make sense too.
Saquon might.
Another good game. Packers Seattle could mean something. I think the Packers are better, but hey, Seattle can win. Vikings probably.
Seattle's better than I thought coming this year. Really.
Falcons probably beat the Raiders. They just come on.
They should.
They won't. Another tough game.
Wait, hold on. Is it in Atlanta?
No. It's in Vegas.
Ooh, it's in the city of sin.
Please stop. Week 16, Chargers Broncos in
Thursday
LA. Thursday Night Football. Could be big in terms of, I guess, seeding.
I like the Chargers this year. I do.
I think they're better. I think they're just better. I think Harbaugh's a better coach than Sean Payton. I think they'll control the tempo. I don't think the Broncos' defense is this. I think it's good, but it's not. They're due for like a comeback down to earth, kind of. They just don't have the talent like that. Like, they're just a well-coached team. Sacks. They're a well-coached defense, in my opinion. And then Texans find themselves against the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs, they've both been looking rough, but I think the Chiefs are just better. Steelers at Baltimore. I think they'll probably split.
Yeah, I think Baltimore gets it done.
Ravens will beat the Steelers.
Especially in Baltimore.
Bills should beat the Patriots. Rams should beat the Jets. Then we have Philly versus the Commanders. Commanders can only win the division if Philly loses out. Probably won't. So this is big for Commanders though, because I have went through this and it could come down to Philly. The Commanders have a tough end of the season. Let's just say that.
Philly this week, Commanders, and then Philly.
I think the Philly beat them once already, right?
Yeah, who's on?
I think they'll beat them twice. I think they sweep them. I think the Commanders are kind of like the Broncos. Like,
I don't hate that. I think this game will be closer though.
I do think it'll be close. My Falcons should be the Giants. I'm not.
Tommy DeVito is starting.
Should be able to skip that game, right? Cardinals, Panthers. I lean Cardinals, but that should be a close game, low key.
Might be a good game actually.
I mean, the Cardinals do occasionally blow out teams they are expected to have good games with, but just saying. Bengals, Browns. I think you guys get it done.
It's a home game. Not Paul Brown, Paycor.
It's a home game.
I agree.
Jameis will be slinging it though.
Hopefully
Colts, Titans. I think the Colts are better in Indianapolis.
Titans are
good.
I'm not saying shit. We gotta beat them first.
Lions should beat the Bears. I mean, I know Thanksgiving was close, but they should. Vikings, Seattle. It's not a tough game. Ooh. I think the Vikings just look better, flat out. I think it'd be a good game though. I think all these games where Seattle could lose, it should be a good game.
Yeah.
And then we got Jags Raiders. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I think I'm leaning
Playoffs.
Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars by that time.
Is it going to be him? I don't know.
2 weeks away from
They
now.
might shut him down in the season
They could.
and just say, fuck it.
Or is it Mac Jones or Desmond Ritter? Still think I'm leaning Mac Jones.
Hey, man, put that shit on prime time.
This is a big game because I've done this before. I know this is a big game. Dolphins Niners in Miami. This is a big game. This could decide like who makes it. Because the Dolphins lose. The Dolphins, we had them beat Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Niners looked good last week. They did against a good defense too. The Bears are good.
Yeah, it looks like Matt Eberflus didn't fucking matter.
I think
Still got belts to ass.
they're down CMC. They're down Ayuk.
Yeah, they don't look very
Debo's
good.
been ass. Juwan Jennings is arguably the best receiver on the team right now with George Kittle.
He's projected 15 points in fantasy.
Garendo's hurt now too a little bit. Could be Patrick Taylor if Garendo doesn't bounce back.
I know, man. Like
The Dolphins are healthy and Tua's playing really good football.
He really is, actually.
I think I'm leaning Dolphins at home.
Yeah.
I think it's a good game. Both those games, Dolphins, Texans, Dolphins, Niners.
After 1 week, I'm not going to switch up on the 49ers.
If it was a cold game, if they were playing like the fucking Bills or something, I would pick the Dolphins to lose. But
Not very good in the cold.
warm weather game here. Dallas Bucks. I think the Bucks should win, but I wouldn't be surprised, low-key, if Dallas kept it close. And then Packers should beat the Saints, especially if Derek Carr's out for the year.
Yeah, he's got a concussion, and they like him not.
Big game, and I kind of like this spot. Chiefs Steelers. I think the Steelers could beat the Chiefs. It would just be a game they would win, you know.
Steelers don't really fuck up much.
At home, Pittsburgh at home.
Ooh.
Probably will turn over Mahomes once, maybe. Could be twice.
And the line for the Chiefs is very good this year, so.
I think the Steelers win that game. Low key.
Ooh, I don't hate that.
It just feels like a game they would win. The Chiefs have a tough end of the schedule too.
Tougher than we thought.
Yeah.
Because the Steelers actually might be decent this year. Please lose in the first round.
So, I mean, are you down to take Steelers?
Yeah, fuck it.
Then we got Ravens Texans in
Ravens.
Houston.
I think
I think Ravens good easy. Seattle probably beats Chicago.
Yeah.
Could be a close game though, depending on the Bears play. Big game, Rams Cardinals playoff decider here.
Where's
It's
it
close.
at? Glendale?
The Rams in LA. And the
The
Rams
Rams
got
are a
their
better
ass
football team.
kicked. The Rams got their ass kicked, but they were down everybody.
Yeah, they were down. That's when they were.
Everybody was
hurt,
out.
though.
I think the Rams could split with them.
They had just Stafford that game.
Chargers should beat the Patriots. Broncos Bengals. I kind of like your Bengals here. It's in Cincinnati.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're a better football team than them, even despite the record.
I do too.
And, if we beat the Broncos, that'd be pretty huge for a playoff situation.
The only thing that scares me is if your offense doesn't dominate their defense, that their offense would dominate your defense. So, I mean, your offense probably has to score
Maybe not dominate,
25,
but they
30
do
plus.
enough. Yeah, we have to score at least 27, probably. But I guess that's dominating then.
give me your call here. Your game, you pick.
Think I'm picking against my Bengals? You're crazy.
And my game, Falcons Commanders, Week 17 in Commanderville.
Commander.
But I'm biased. I think we're better. I think we're a better team. I think we have better players.
I think you guys these next two games will
have some confidence.
We'll get out of your slump.
We have some confidence coming in this game.
'Cause
Hopefully,
I think that's something huge. Kind of like, I don't want to tell you it's because my team. Kind of like similar like this past couple of weeks or whatever. Like last couple of weeks, we played like the Giants and the Browns after losing. Yeah. Had two gimme games, and then it's really when the offense started clicking. Really, but
I think Kirko's going to have good games against the Raiders and the Giants, and we're going to this game with some momentum.
He needs a touchdown. Fuck.
The Commanders are coming in this game with no momentum, losing back-to-back games.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant
they're going to lose to. We had them losing to Philly and losing to. Who was it? I guess not.
Oh, no, they beat the Saints.
They're coming off a loss to Philly. I don't.
This could be a high-scoring game.
It could be, and both bad defenses. I think our defense is better though. I think their defense is.
Name value, yeah. Their defense isn't. I mean, it's better than what it should be.
Maybe Jesse Bates can get a turnover off Jaden Daniels on some rookie QB shit.
The thing is,
we'll blitz him.
I think the Falcons, when a scrambling QB doesn't really work very well.
We're not getting scrambling QBs.
That's what I'm saying. So that could be the downfall there. But fuck it. I think your Falcons get it done. I think these 2 gimme games.
I think that's the
Is what
story
helps
for
you guys this
me. We're
playoff
gonna have
push.
momentum going into this game, and it's gonna be in the locker room. It's gonna be this is a must win. You have to win.
And also,
'Cause it
like,
is.
I don't know. Just the Commanders' defense, I just don't see how they really stop you guys, especially in the passing game. I know they have 2 their D tackles up front, so maybe you don't run the ball as well. But
I think we can run anybody respectfully, and then I mean, they did bring in Marshawn Lattimore,
who's actually going to play this week?
which I think we're better than I think Kirko's better has been better this season in terms of like passing than Jaden Daniels. Respectfully, Jaden, he's kind of fallen off the last couple weeks. Fact. Since the Chicago game, you've been all right. And then I know Kirko's had some. It's crazy to say that with how Kirko's been playing, but not even in terms of
He's
like
third in the league in yards.
we've been playing. We've passed the ball very well, other than like mistakes, which obviously, but like the mistakes are not things that, in my opinion, aren't fixable. It's like dumb shit. It's penalties. It's putting ourselves in bad spots. It's effort, like Kyle Pitts on a fucking fade route. It's dumb shit like that. It's putting ourselves at 3rd and 12 when it's 1st and goal on the 4. Like it's not good looks. If we can, I think our offense is better than that. I flat out think we're a better team. Respectfully, I think we will put up points. Dan Quinn revenge game. Come on, bring that ass.
Got a lot of revenge games coming up.
Give me the Falcons. Colts, Giants. I think the Giants have like completely embraced the tank at this point. They're really Malik Neighbors.
Drew Lock's no hurt now.
Yeah.
Sure.
Bills, Jets.
My ass.
Bills probably beat the Jets. Could maybe not, but Jags, Titans doesn't matter. 10-6 this last game against the Titans. Give the Titans a split. Fuck it. Bucks, Panthers. It was a close game the first time. It's at home over Tampa.
Yeah, I think it was close because Baker threw a couple picks.
He threw 2 picks last week too against the Raiders. Just saying. Big game here. This is seeding wise. Vikings, Packers in Minnesota. Minnesota beat the Packers the first time with Malik Willis. No, or was Jordan Love play that game?
I think it was Malik Willis.
Can't remember.
It sounds right. Well, it was Malik Willis because the first time. Wait, was it?
I think it was Jordan Love's first game back.
Maybe it was.
And they still lost by a score.
McManus field?
I think they lost by a score. I hate the Packers splitting here with the Vikings, though.
I like the Packers this year, actually.
I think the Packers could split. I think their
They
offense
really
is good.
made me shut my mouth.
Their offense is pretty good. Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love's a little bit overrated, but like.
Yeah, they beat him by 2. Oh, I remember that. The Vikings had like a huge lead, and the Packers kind of had like this late comeback that just fell short.
Yeah. Give the Packers for the split.
I think Jordan Love threw a couple picks that game, too.
There was a couple picks every game. Give me the Packers split. I don't hate that at all, do you?
No, I was going to pick Packers. I like the Packers this year.
Saints Raiders doesn't matter.
Jake Hayner versus Desmond.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Give me the Saints, I guess, to beat Jake Hayner's crazy. Eagles should beat the Cowboys. Dolphins Browns. I could see the Dolphins dropping that game, but Dolphins should win.
I mean, I'd be down if they did, but.
And then Lions Niners.
Mind.
Then the Lions get it done too. Lions could finish 16-1. Probably will. Week 18. Some deciders here.
Ooh.
We got Texans, Titans. Texans probably get that done. Falcons, Panthers in Atlanta. You know, I think we should get that done.
You should, but maybe.
Probably won't. Probably agree. Probably won't. Odds are we don't.
Could split there.
Could split there. I don't want to.
I don't think the Panthers will win, but I don't think it'd be crazy if they won.
I don't think it would be there, especially because I think they're better than they've been. I wouldn't be surprised even if they beat Tampa in Week 17, like we said there. But I think our offense tore their defense out the first time bad. So maybe this is all retrospect here. We'll see how the Falcons look against the Raiders. If we don't do well against the Raiders, we're not making the playoffs. Let's just say that now. Tampa at home against the Saints, probably Tampa.
I think last time I played it was like 51-27.
Seahawks Rams.
Ooh.
In LA. Big decider here. The Rams are at 10-6 for us, and the Seahawks are at 9-7. This could be a division decider. I think the Rams beat the Seahawks first time in overtime, right? Wasn't it an overtime game on primetime in Seattle?
It was by 6 in overtime.
Yeah. What do you think? Rams at home or Seattle with the upset or with the split?
I like the Rams at home.
It is the decider for the division. Whoever wins this game for us would be the division decider.
So the Rams go 11-6. So we have them winning out. They're 7-6 right now, which
They well
I
could.
don't think is very unrealistic.
I think the Bills beat the Patriots.
I agree.
Dolphins probably beat the Jets.
So Bengals don't make the playoffs because the Dolphins won out.
Browns, Ravens probably win. I think you guys split the Steelers.
And low key, how's the division looking right now?
Right now
Because we had Baltimore beating Pittsburgh.
Right now going into this game, Baltimore is 12-5 because they would beat the Browns,
Okay.
and the Pittsburgh's at 11-5 going into your game. So if they win, Pittsburgh wins.
I don't know.
They win the division. If you guys win, the Ravens win the division. So they would be playing the starters. We're talking starters here.
Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be my case if they have the division locked up by that point.
So really, it's a decider. Who win the division? Steelers get it done against your Bengals?
I don't know.
I think you guys look better. I think
If we play our team,
your defense can't play as bad as it did the first time.
you would think.
Like, surely.
Yeah.
It is in Pittsburgh, though. It's a tough game to beat.
Well, actually, usually, like, historically, the Bengals play better in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh plays better in Cincinnati. Now, why? I don't know.
Okay.
Don't fucking know.
I don't hate it. Bengals beat the Steelers. Ravens win the division.
Now let's go 9-8. Misplaced.
Jags, Colts. Probably
Colts.
especially if it's fucking
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones, brother. Chiefs, Broncos. Chiefs clinched.
So they're resting their starters.
Probably Denver game there, no?
If they rest their starters, yeah.
I think Mahomes sits out.
Unless they pull a fucking Bill Belichick and Patriots.
They've already clinched the Bills because we had the Bills lose the Lions.
Yeah.
Like, this is a clinched division.
Clinch conference. But
Yeah. Or clinched conference and clinched first seed.
yeah.
Chargers, Raiders. Chargers probably win. Chargers 12-5. I guess that's crazy. I feel like they're not a 12-5 good team.
Oh, they also had a really fucking easy
I
schedule
know,
this year.
but 12-5 feels crazy. Cowboys or Commanders probably beat the Cowboys.
Yeah.
What? Cooper Rush did beat the first time. It's a close game. Yeah, I like the split though. I like the split. I don't think they'll beat them twice. Eagles should beat the Giants at home. What? Hold on. Yeah, even if they play the starters, they'd probably win that one. And they would have to because the Lions, if the Lions lose to the Vikings, they still win the division at 15-2, even if they lose.
Yeah, because do we have Philly winning out so far? We don't have them losing game, right?
They would be 15-2.
Okay.
The really only losable game they had was, they played the Commanders and they played the Steelers.
Oh.
So like we had them beat the Commanders and the Steelers.
Yeah. Okay.
That being said, the Lions probably do sit some starters because they have clinched.
Yes.
So the Vikings probably beat the Lions.
Yeah.
And go 14-3. That's crazy.
The Lions?
Vikings.
Oh.
Isn't that ridiculous? I feel like that's crazy. I mean, it's not even like we went through it like thought process. It just feels nuts.
Yeah.
Packers, Bears.
Jets used them wrong.
Packers probably beat the Bears. I mean, historically they do. They usually beat them. They usually beat the Bears.
I don't think they beat them like 10 years. Not 10 years, but.
And especially if the Lions beat the Vikings. Okay. If the Lions beat the Vikings and the Packers win, they jump the Vikings. But the Lions probably still sit their starters. They wouldn't need to. It doesn't matter for them, really.
Yeah.
So the Vikings probably get the win, and then the Packers. Would they play their starters at that point then? Yeah, because you don't know that they're going to lose yet. Same.
Yeah.
And we have Cardinals.
If there's any playoff seedings on the line, then they're going to play.
Cardinals, San Francisco. San Francisco is 6-10 at this point.
Who would have thought that?
And the Cardinals are
Super Bowl hangover.
8-8. And the Rams are.
Was there playoff implications here for the Cardinals?
The Rams are 11-6. So not really, no.
No.
This kind of is a done division. So are you leaning Cardinals?
I think it goes San Fran here.
Okay, San Francisco. So that gives us. Take a look here. So we. Oh, we had the. So we get the Texans win the South,
Okay.
9-8, tied with the
Fuck.
Colts. Tied with the Colts, but they had the 2 games against them. We're kind of on the same wavelength about the Dolphins finishing out.
10-7.
The 10-7. Yeah.
Fuck wins playoffs.
I want to see what's it look like if they
Fuck.
lose. If they lose to, let's just have them lose to the Texans. Okay, if they lose to the Texans, Denver gets in at 10-7.
So right now Denver's not making the playoffs 10-7?
Yeah. So
Fuck us at 9-8.
So and then we'll get to the NFC because it kind of looks weird. But so if even if they, so it doesn't matter for them. But if the Broncos, I'm trying to look at games that they have left, they could beat the Chargers. Maybe
They could.
they could beat you guys too. That's
They could.
that's where that's at. So the Denver could
They
get
kind
in.
of have a tough schedule. They play.
They do.
They play this week. Colts,
2 games, Chargers, Bengals,
Chiefs. I mean, the
That's
Chiefs
it.
probably gonna rest their
Yeah.
starters, especially with the Bills playing the Lions this week.
Mhm.
I mean, unless the Chiefs.
And then, so we got it right now. Chiefs at 1 with 14-3. Buffalo at 2 with 13-4. We had the Ravens win 12-5 because we had the Bengals lose to the
Bengals beat
or
Steelers.
Steelers beat the Bengals. Bengals lose.
Bengals
Bengals beat the
Steelers.
Steelers, and the Steelers also lose to the Ravens.
They split them.
But we did have to beat the Chiefs. Like that's like I feel like we gave them a decent amount there. Even if you want to flip the Chiefs game with the Bengals game or something
flip it
like
like
that.
the Eagles game
Yeah.
because they could beat the Eagles too.
Yep. But I don't think they win. I think they win either or against the Philly or Kansas City. Really.
They do have a tough schedule.
And then Houston at 9-8 is gonna get the bid over the Colts because the Colts lost to Denver this week.
This next 4 is really gonna show if the Steelers are good or not.
Yeah.
Eagles, fucking Baltimore, Chiefs, Bengals.
And then we have the
I don't care what you
Chargers.
say about
Chargers
record,
are
we're a good team.
12-5. 12-5 is crazy. I feel like too easy
They
schedule.
had a fucking easy schedule.
And then the Dolphins get it 10-7.
They last in the division last year or no?
Yeah,
Yeah. So last place schedule.
because they took Joel. And then we have the Dolphins finish 7th seed just to go to Buffalo and lose in the cold.
Just to go to Buffalo and lose in the cold.
Just again, like just to go in the cold weather states
Same shit last year.
and lose again. That's actually all that work just to go to Buffalo and freeze your ass off and lose.
Fuck.
But then we go to the NFC. I'm kind of surprised the way it kind of shook out. Lions at 15-2, obviously.
Okay.
Eagles 15-2. They didn't have to play their starters. Lions didn't. And then we're looking at the Rams at 11-6, winning out. Falcons at 10-7, get the 4th seed. 5th seed goes to the 14-3 Vikings,
Fuck.
which I would be pissed. That's a bad year to be good, NFC North. 13-4, Packers at 6th seed. And then 7th seed, Tampa Bay. So there's a
10-7?
world, 10-7. There's a world where both of us get in. I want to drop. What if we drop the Commanders game? Then they get in at 11-6. Because they're 10-7 out right now.
It's nuts.
So if they beat us, they're 11-6. They're in the 7th seed.
Crazy, bro.
And then let's look at Tampa. What if Tampa drops the Panthers game? Then you see Washington get in at 10-7. Any final adjustments?
I don't think there was any games I really disagreed with there. I wouldn't say.
I kind of want Tampa not to make it.
You son of a bitch. You can't put fucking bias aside, motherfucker.
I kind of think, okay,
I think the Commanders are better, but like...
I do too, but schedule, okay, fine. Anyways, they could lose the Panthers. They barely beat them in overtime.
Arguably shouldn't have.
Barely beat them in overtime. All right,
Chuba doesn't fumble that ball. They probably...
the official PFE playoff
That's
predictions.
crazy, dude. Like, stuff like that makes you want to go like the NBA playoffs, where it's not fucking division-based first and then wild card.
Just looking at it, records that didn't make it. We're looking at
But like, the majority of the time... It's
9-8 Bengals.
Fuck!
Winning record doesn't make it. 10-7 Commanders doesn't make it. The 9-8 Seattle Seahawks don't make it.
10-7. Not making
9-8 Colts
insane.
don't make it. 10-7 Denver Broncos don't make it. That's a lot of good teams.
That's
Positive records
fucking crazy, dude.
that would not make the
Like
playoffs.
9-8, okay, understandable. But like 10-7. Fuck, that would sting
that
the
would
tip.
suck.
Sting the tip.
That would suck. And for it really comes down to for especially in the NFC, like the Falcons beating the Bucks twice. That's massive right now.
Tiebreaker.
The tiebreakers are huge, and that's assuming Atlanta wins out. They could easily drop the Commanders game. I wouldn't be surprised. I think they should definitely win 3. They could lose to the Commanders. That'll be suck. That's what I guess. And then when you're talking about resting starters, like the Chiefs probably don't play the starters in the last game of the season, gives Denver a chance to actually make it at 10-7. That's why they're 10-7.
Yeah.
And then the Lions wouldn't have to play their starters, so Vikings get the bid over the Packers. The Lions wouldn't play starters, so the Vikings.
It's crazy. 14-3.
Unless Dan Campbell said fuck it and like let's play the starters because you would rather see one of the like the Packers or the Vikings, whatever you wanted. I don't know. But that would be looking at.
I think both those teams are probably. Actually, I don't know.
So in terms of matchups, we're looking at.
So the Vikings would be the 5th seed, Packers 6th seed.
So
the 5th seed plays
cinema.
Oh fuck! You'd play
Vikings. Cinema right now. Philly Tampa rematch.
Wow.
Rams Green Bay.
It's a good ass game.
Falcons Minnesota Kirko revenge times 2.
Holy fuck! In the playoffs.
Bills Dolphins Bills massacre. Ravens Pittsburgh divisional wildcard game.
Okay.
Chargers Texans. And that's honestly a toss-up. That's a toss-up. That's a toss-up. But this
absolute
is
cinema.
We're down to the final 4 weeks. This is what we're going with. I think the only difference I had on my TikTok was I had the Colts making it over the Texans. And I want to say I had the Rams going 10-7.
Well, you're dropping the last game in Seattle, or
it's one of the maybe it was because maybe I had them. Who would I have had them lost to? Or maybe I had Seattle lose a game that I didn't have them win here. Seattle. Let me find it. Week 18. Maybe not. Maybe I had them at 11-6. Maybe I just didn't remember it right. But it's similar. And like, there's for sure's that are going to be in there already. Chiefs and Bills already clinched divisional games.
Lions,
and their playoff.
Vikings, Packers.
A lot of teams have clinched. It's ridiculous. I don't think I've ever seen a 5th seed at 14-3.
No.
Ever.
That'd be so fit. You don't get a home playoff game.
That'd be
insane. Fuck! You play them in Atlanta. I just realized that.
It would be. I think this would be awesome. And if we see the Colts in there instead of Houston, or if we see Denver in there instead of Buffalo or instead of Miami, Denver versus Buffalo would be a good game, especially because both teams are playing the cold.
Or even the Bengals.
Or if say the Bengals get it at 9-8, say
Bills versus Bengals.
The Bills have a history of losing the Bengals playoff.
It was one time, but
history. Tampa beat Philly last year to same situation, right? 2v7, no, 4v6, 4v5.
Yeah, 4v5
because they were the last seed. Now they're playing them in the playoffs again in the Kirko times 2, and we're looking at
scripted.
This would be. I think this would be good playoffs.
I agree.
That'll do it for NFL. We actually have to do picks first.
That we do.
We'll do them quick. Let's pump these fuckers out. No thought process, just answer. You ready?
Yep.
I think you won last week too, didn't you?
I don't know. I predicted the.
I think I took Cardinals.
I don't remember.
I took Cardinals and I took.
I took the Jaguars. Remember, I got that one right.
I took Cardinals and I took Colts or the Titans. So we only have 3 games.
Oh well.
Done. 0-3.
I'm up 3 now.
I gotta come out. I win. I gotta win. I gotta win out to win.
And I go first this week too.
I gotta win out to win, and you could win 1 to tie. Or
I wonder what the tiebreaker.
I mean, like if you win 1, the best I could do is tie.
Oh.
First, Rams, Niners.
Rams. Yeah, to the correctly. Rams.
Commanders, Saints.
Commanders.
Chiefs, Browns.
Chiefs.
Bengals, Titans.
Bengals.
Dolphins, Texans.
Dolphins.
Ravens, Giants.
Tommy DeVito loses to the Ravens.
Jets, Jaguars.
Jets.
Cowboys, Panthers.
Panthers.
Bucks, Chargers. It's crazy.
Chargers.
It's coming down to the shitters that we have to pick. Broncos, Colts.
Broncos.
Patriots, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Bills, Lions.
Lions.
Steelers, Eagles.
Eagles.
Seattle versus the Packers.
Go Pack, go.
Vikings, Bears.
Vikings.
And Falcons take on Desmond.
Surely Falcons.
I agree. All right. Hit me.
All right. Rams, Niners.
Give me the Rams. I gotta be smart here.
Dolphins, Texans.
Give me the Fins, baby. Fins up.
Give them the Fins. Cowboys, Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
Jets, Jag. Wires.
Jets.
Bengals, Titans.
Bengals.
Ravens, Giants.
The Ravens.
Chiefs, Browns.
The Kansas City Chiefs.
Commanders, Saints.
The Commanders.
Steelers, Eagles.
Fuck it. Give me Pittsburgh.
Fuck it.
Give me Pittsburgh.
Colts, Broncos.
Give me Colts, baby.
Woohoo!
This is our team. We bleed blue. Come on, Colts.
Buccaneers,
I'd love to be right about you, too.
Chargers.
Chargers, baby.
Bills, Lions.
With the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think they're going to win, but we need at least 3.
Sure. Hey, man, they could beat them. Patriots, Cardinals.
Cardinals.
And Packers. Oh, wait, not and. Packers, Seahawks.
Packers.
We have 2 more Monday night games. Crazy. Bears, Vikings.
Minnesota.
And then the Falcons go to Las Vegas to take on
Absolute fucking butchery of the Las Vegas Raiders. Falcons demolish Desmond.
Desmond throws.
If it's Desmond. Ain't no Collins not as hurt as I thought he was, actually. I think he had like he's day-to-day or something like that. He could play, but Falcons.
All right.
That does it for the NFL. I'm going to check the camera. Should be good.
Gonna do it.
But we'll have some other shit. A little bit of fun. A little bit of personal. I have a blind ranking for you.
I also have
a blind ranking for each other. And my blind ranking topic.
Please tell me the same one mine.
Is it Will Ferrell movies?
Oh, no, okay.
Will Ferrell movies blind rankings.
Well, that's kind of basic, actually.
I have 7 here.
Oh, only 5.
I went 7. Because I saw too many. I was like, this is too good. All
right.
Anyways, I tried to leave out the ones I thought you haven't seen. I'm pretty sure you've seen this one, but there's only one on here that I'm kind of suspect on. First up, at the 101, Kicking and Screaming.
Okay.
Will Ferrell,
I'm gonna put
soccer
that
movie.
5.
Right now.
Not bad, but there's better.
Next up, Get Hard with Kevin Hart and Will Ferrell.
I'm gonna put that one a 3. I like that movie a lot.
3. Okay. Next, this is the one I'm pretty sure you've seen, but I'm not 100%. Semi-Pro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jackie Moon.
Jackie Moon, Semi-Pro.
I'll put that at 4.
Okay, that's 4. Okay. The Campaign.
It's funny, but I don't know. I'm gonna put it at 6.
He's going 6. Okay.
I like it better than Kicking and Screaming.
Okay, I don't think you're going to like your 7. Looking at this right here.
No.
Step Brothers.
That's 1.
The 101.
All day. I'll save my 1 because I knew that'd be on there.
I think you have 2 and you have 7. Do you have a feeling you know what they are?
No, I don't.
The other guys.
Fuck! That's 2. It's gotta be.
So your worst Will Ferrell movie of the ones you listed is Talladega Nights.
Fuck!
It's Step Brothers,
No!
Other Guys, Get Hard,
Fuck.
Semi-Pro, Kicking and Screaming, Campaign,
Okay. Kicking and Screaming
Talladega
would be last.
Nights. I think it would be last.
Kicking and Screaming would be last. And then
I think me personally, it would be Step Brothers
Talladega Nights. Talladega Nights is second for me.
over Other Guys.
Yeah. It's just iconic. It's
honestly,
iconic.
I think something about Step Brothers is not hitting the same as it used to. Low key. I love it, but it's like
crazy.
I might be Talladega over Step Brothers.
The thing is, they're both just super quotable movies.
Yeah.
And
I think
they're iconic.
okay, I'll go Step Brothers, Talladega, other guys,
Get hard.
Get Hard, Semi, Campaign, and then Kicking and Screaming. Not a big fan of Kicking and Screaming.
You know, I saw it on Netflix and I watched it because I work bored as fuck. But and I was like, well, I've seen it before. So
other ones I left off because I didn't know if you had seen them.
Semi-Pro.
Old School, movie Old School.
Is that?
It's like
I think I remember my dad watching.
It's got Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson's brother.
Are they like in like a frat or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frank the Tank's his name.
I know what it is. I haven't watched it now.
I don't think you've seen Anchorman.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I need to watch that.
Those are good. Those are good. Those are ones I left off. I was like, oh, he's definitely not seen them. And then I left off Elf because like I'm not a big fan of Elf. You know, it's all right.
It's not bad.
Daddy's
Honestly,
Home.
Probably
left off Daddy's Home.
Really?
I mean, I feel
like Daddy's Home actually.
It's not the same as like Will Ferrell movies though.
Yeah,
it's a little different vibe.
Mark Wahlberg and like
Land of the Lost because I know you haven't seen it. That's what you were watching upstairs earlier.
Oh, okay.
Blades of Glory, where he's a roller skater. That's a really good one.
I've seen like parts of it, but not full thing.
And then looking at everything else, I don't think there's too many other ones. He's in Zoolander, but like that's not a big deal. That's what I had.
It's a good trivia. It's a lot better than mine. Mine's just basic as fuck.
Sure, let's see it.
All right, I got 5 of them here. It's gonna be fast food restaurants.
Oh, fuck me! No shit.
Okay, man. Like how much room to talk over here.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. All right, let's hear it.
It's places around here because like I'm not doing
All right,
In and Out like the place you've had.
Sure.
Because obviously.
I wish I could try those East Coast or
Right.
West Coast places.
All right. 1 through 5. First up, Taco Bell.
5.
Ooh,
I'm not a big fan of Taco Bell.
It's a hot take, brother.
And Taco Bell's, especially here, terrible.
Oh, 100%.
It's all right.
Next up, Wendy's.
Put 3 spot.
Okay, he's
Put 3 spot.
He's gonna put Wendy's in the 3 spot.
Give me 3 spot.
Next up, Burger King.
This might be a hot take, but that's the 101, I think. Our Burger King here at Batesville, Indiana. Holy shit, this is like the best Burger King. Everything's always fresh. I never had any problems.
Sure.
Big fan of their burgers. Give me the Burger King.
All right.
The 1.
So right now you have 2 and 4 left.
Yeah.
Next up is Arby's.
4.
Okay.
Easy.
I think you did pretty good on this one, actually.
I think Arby's is better than. I don't like Taco Bell. That could just be me. That's gonna be crazy in the comments. I'm gonna get shit on having Burger King at the 1 and Taco Bell at the 5.
And your number 2. It's gonna be fucking McDonald's.
I love that. Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's. That's me. That's all day. Here's my problem. McDonald's is good. You're not expecting gourmet. If you're going to McDonald's,
you're going fast food, you're not expecting gourmet at all.
You're not expecting gourmet.
McDonald's is cheap, and when it's fresh, it's actually good.
The people who piss me off, everybody who hates me, I fucking can't even eat McDonald's. Shut the fuck up. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's fine. It's a burger and it's fries. Fries are good. The burgers are fine.
The McRibs are actually pretty good, actually.
I'm a fan of their nuggets too. It's a good nug.
They do, and their sweet and sour. I think it's the best around here.
It's a good nug. I like their ranch. You know.
The solid ranch.
Their desserts are kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie. McFlurry's 2 flavors is ridiculous.
Yeah,
but you go around that holiday pie.
That's actually, I had that yesterday.
The holiday pies are good.
The strawberry cream pie, it's fucking gas.
It's good. The pumpkin pie with the pumpkin and cream's not bad either. And they have, I think there's a birthday cake running right now, right?
Yeah.
Why do I know that? Go fuck yourself.
I actually had that the other day.
Go fuck yourself.
Had me a McRib meal, large fry, and a fucking holiday pie during the Bengals game.
Hold on. I don't touch the McRib.
Really?
You're a McRib fan?
I low-key like it.
What is it? Is there bones in there?
No.
I've never had it.
How can you not be a fan of it?
Because everybody says it's terrible. I'm a victim of...
Really?
I'm a victim of bias.
Really? Really? You fucking hypocrite. You're going to sit here, blame the fans out there. Well, I can't eat McDonald's. Shut the fuck up.
But they've had it, and they're acting like it's bad. It's not that bad.
I can't eat McDonald's.
Only grapes with McDonald's.
Really? You touch McRib? We'll never touch McRib.
Okay, McRibs, feels diabolical. The McRib's back.
It's like it's
Is it
kinda
barbecue?
Weird. Yeah.
Okay.
They put like onions and then like pickles on it. To me, it's like they do it like onions on the top, pickles on the bottom. I'm like, what the fuck?
How is the like consistency of the meat?
It's not
Is it like a
bad.
rib? Like it just comes
Yeah.
off? Maybe I'll give it a try. My mom says
There wasn't as much barbecue sauce on the rib as I would like.
my mom has said that it's terrible.
I didn't mind it.
Now
Now
McDonald's the breakfast route.
McDonald's breakfast. For me, it's the best fast food breakfast.
It's up there. I'm trying to think of
Fresh when it's fresh.
I mean,
Their breakfast burritos, gas.
I'm
a
not
fan
a
of their
big fan of
B&Gs.
Wendy's.
It's
I've just never
they
really
fucking
delved.
potato wedges as their side.
I've never really dived into the Wendy's
Really?
fast like Burger King. Burger King's not bad. They have some good deals actually.
They do.
You get a double stack croissant, 2 for $5. You can get the two patties.
Oh, we're getting fat shit.
2 patties, croissant, and cheese. You can get 2 of those for $5, and they're very filling.
A croissant goes crazy.
You know, maybe I'm not a big fan of the tater tot hash browns. Like it's not bad.
Yeah,
It's whatever, but like
their French toast sticks for a fast food joint isn't bad.
not at all.
I mean, for a fast food joint, I expect them to be shit.
And if my
They
only
weren't bad.
grievance is McDonald's.
Actually, the biscuits and gravy at Burger King is fucking
I've
disgusting.
never had it. Never had
It was terrible. We had it that one time. We stayed up all night. It fucking sucked. I couldn't finish it, and that's saying something with my big
Sure.
ass.
I'm a big fan of Burger King's bacon. McDonald's lacks in the bacon department. That's a fact. Their bacon is
They do.
piss poor.
My
Piss poor.
I
bacon.
usually the top things I order like breakfast wise at McDonald's are the burritos, the biscuits and gravy, and then the McGriddles.
I've never really delved into the burritos.
The McGriddles, the pancake as a bun, fucking genius.
Yeah, I mean McGriddles not good.
Honestly,
Pricey, but it's good.
yeah.
I agree.
Who
And
would
then
have thought of that? Genius.
Genius. I think I like the list though. McDonald's.
Yeah.
You're fucking. If you hate on McDonald's, you're an asshole.
It's
Like, you
cheap,
know what
it's
you're doing.
convenient, and honestly, they're fast.
They are, and they're the hours is a seller too. They're open fucking damn near all night.
They used to be open 24/7 prior to
Yeah, COVID made them like, but
COVID.
even now they open at 4:00 in the morning, close at midnight. Like they're up every morning.
Why do I know
busting
that?
their ass.
Maybe there's times to stay up till 4.
They're up. They wake up and they bust their ass in the morning. They show up there at 4 a.m.
Yeah, they do. They get
Yeah.
started beforehand.
Arby's over here canceled breakfast. Flat out got rid of it.
Actually, Arby's breakfast might have been the best.
It was pretty good.
It was good as fuck.
It was good
Their
breakfast.
breakfast wrap, gas.
Cut it out. Former Arby's employees here. Cut it out.
It's actually still technically currently. Got to work at 10 in the morning.
I'm in the system. Anyways, now we're talking Mondo burgers over here. These big ass nasty burgers. Roast beef's not a seller. It just doesn't look great.
Roast beef, just looking at it, it's just not good.
And I mean I don't disagree that Taco Bell, man.
I like Taco Bell. I do. I'm a Taco Bell guy.
I'm not a Taco Bell, and the reason I'm not a Taco Bell guy, I like the Cinnabons. Flat out
Those
love
are
them.
good as fuck.
Very good.
Now, those
Probably the
bastards,
best.
they know what they're doing. 2 in a 12 pack? None in between, brother?
You can either get a fucking serving or you can get 5 people some fucking Cinnabons.
I know.
Like, what are we doing?
Give me a 6-pack.
You can get a middle, and it's like $8 for 12.
I know, man.
$2 for
Like, you fuckers know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you
You sons of
motherfucker.
bitches.
But I tried the Crunch Wrap. Ass.
The
Not
Crunch
a
Wrap
fan.
actually back in the days be good as fuck.
I had one
When
in
it first
college.
came out, good.
Terrible. Doritos Locos Tacos. Mid. I'd have to eat
I've
fucking
act-
6 of those to get
I've
hungry.
actually never had those.
I might have to eat 6 to be full. Flat out.
I go the grilled cheese burrito route, actually. My brother hooked me
I
up.
don't mind a chalupa, but every time it's mid. And hear me out.
Now, the nacho cheese fries, gas. What? You don't like the nacho cheese fries?
It's just doing too much, man.
Ooh. That's what we did.
Like it's just doing too much. I'd rather have a nice, crispy, salty fry other than this cheesy ass. Like, and they're never right. Especially here. They're never good. They're always old and nasty.
Oh, the Taco Bell in Batesville. Oh, that's
Absolute poverty.
That's fine.
It's a poverty at
That's all
Taco
day.
Bell. We had to shut down our Dairy Queen due to cocaine usage and selling out of the drive-thru.
I think Dairy Queen might have been last on this list here. Dairy Queen, if you're not going there for a blizzard, their food is ass.
If you're not going,
Flat out.
There's 2 reasons to go to Dairy Queen: Blizzard and cheese curds. That's it. You're not going to Dairy Queen for any other reason.
I've actually never had their cheese curds. They had a pretzel with queso, and I was like, whoa. I think a fast food joint would serve fucking pretzels.
Yeah, soft pretzel.
I know. I really did it for the queso because queso's good as fuck. So I'm gonna get called queso.
Royal Cheesecake Blizzard was gas.
Yes.
I'm not usually a.
I like cheesecake.
I like cheesecake, but
That's
I'm not
my
usually
favorite
a. It's gonna sound fat as fuck. I don't like fruit in my ice cream. I don't like fruit in my ice cream. I like fucking. Oh fuck! Oh fuck! I like the cookies
This is a
in the
bad
ice
topic.
cream.
Bad job.
I like the cookies in the, I don't like putting fucking blueberries in my ice cream, bro. Like what? But the Royal Cheesecake Blizzard was smacking.
Whew.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh fuck!
We're getting fat shamed.
It's alright. It's alright. NBA takeaways. On the NBA.
I want blueberries.
I don't want that shit in my ice cream. NBA takeaways. 3 takeaways, and then we got some trivia and a talk to talk about. Segment to talk about. My first takeaway, and this might not even be a hot take. Cade Cunningham is a for sure all-star.
Ooh.
Been balling. We're talking
baller.
24-7, 9.5 assists per game on a steal and a block a game. And in his last 3, since he came back, or we'll call it his last 5, because he missed 3 games. Oh, let's just go through this whole fucking list here. Against the Bulls, November 18th, 26-6-10. Against the Hornets, 27-7-10. Missed 3 games. Against the Pacers, 24-6-11. Against the Bucks, 23-5-6. 9 for 16 shooting, though, not bad. Celtics, 27-9-14, and honestly kept us in the game. And then against the Knicks, 29-10-15, and we belched to ash them. All-star appearance. That's what I'm smelling. Smelling all-star.
No, I think it might be smelling correctly there.
I'm thinking all-star. That's what I like. That's my first take. Cade Cunningham, for sure, will be an all-star, barring injury. Play that.
This first one, as much as I hate to see it, Nikola Jokic was the clear MVP favorite.
Bullshit, though. Tired of this guy, dude.
God, can he have some fucking voter fatigue? He has 3.
He has 3, and he's had a couple good games.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Jokic. You know, this is honestly a fuck
59.
you right here. I took your under on 32 because you were playing the 4-16 Wizards.
Oh my god!
And you put up 56. My thought process was, you're not going to play the whole game because you're going to be winning in the fourth quarter. You were losing. You were losing the whole game and you lost.
Can you imagine scoring 56 with a losing?
I'm just saying here.
Actually, it's not
the only reason at this point why I have problems with Nikola Jokic
he's fat.
is beating my Lakers and LeBron. Sure. Bias. Here's the other part. He's not fun to watch.
He's not.
He's not a fun player to watch.
You can't tell me Nikola Jokic is entertaining. You can't, like... How is he entertaining? How?
It's like watching the grappler in MMA. That's what it's not entertaining, but it gets the job done. He sits there and he does screen after screen after screen, handoff after handoff, putback after putback on guards, and it's just like, come the fuck on. Can somebody do something? It's just the Nuggets in general. They just play like the most, like they play so cheesy. Like they play like you're cheesing in 2K. Like you're just vibing. Like, scam. Like it's what it feels like. Swipe or no swipe back.
Oh, dang it.
It's bullshit. Honestly, the first time I've ever seen him get called for moving screen was like a couple games ago. And I was like, for fuck's sake. He has a moving screen.
It's about
I think that 85% of the time he's moving. It's just flat out he's moving. Blow your damn whistle. Blow it. And the Nuggets, credit to them, are the best team I've ever fucking seen at hugging that fucking screen with the life of them. They get so much separation on these screens. And if you want to call that because Jokic's big ass is setting a good screen, good for you. But yes. God. I guess who's the MVP favorite?
He has 2 games.
They are the fucking 9th seed, though. Let's just calm down. 12 and 11 or whatever. Yeah. Right ahead of the Lakers.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah,
I'm just saying. Did you watch the LeBron versus Hawks game? Hell of a game from my king.
Yeah.
Not his fault they lost.
Yeah, Yeah. Actually, he's not the MVP. That's for the Wizards.
How you lose the Wizards? Shout out Jamal Murray for being an absolute ass can until he plays the Lakers in the playoffs. Because he knows it's going to happen. He's just going to dominate us in the playoffs.
Yeah, he'll score 50.
But he's been terrible all season. He's been terrible. Terrible percentages. And he's been
fuck
been
you,
awful.
bitch.
Fuck you, Jamal Murray. Anything else on that one for you?
No.
My next.
That fat Taballard, all that he gets.
My next one is the Hawks. I think the Hawks are back as like a perennial playoff team. You know,
Ooh.
not like the top dog, but like I'm liking them.
That.
I'm liking them because I think they're deep. I think they play well together. They're very defensive now, especially in the wings and their guards. Dyson Daniels is playing really good defense. DeAndre Hunter, I think he actually got hurt, playing good defense. Onyeka's been good. Clint Capella as the rotational big with Onyeka's been good too. Trae Young, I think he had 20-plus assists against the Lakers.
He did. I think he went 30 and 22.
Like, good for him. Fuck you. But, like...
Then it's a good winner. Go fuck yourself.
I think they could, especially in the East with how it is now, I think you could cement them as, like, a consistent playoff contender. Not contender. Playoff maker.
Above the play-in.
Yeah, I think they'll be the 6th seed, probably.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
That's all I got.
My next take is the Thunder are the best team in the West, and I don't know if anyone is really close. You know, I need to stop underrating SGA. This guy's a top 5 player in basketball. He's really good, and you know, they just have a good team around him. And then Hardenstein came back, dominating, averaging 12 and 13 a game.
He sure is, and
Chet's not even playing right now.
He's having 20 rebound games too. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, and J-Dub's been averaging like 22, I think. He's been very efficient and good. Caruso's, Lou Dort, defensive gods.
All defensive teams.
Aaron Wiggins and Isaiah Joe come in, they shoot 40%. It's a well-built team.
This team doesn't have a weakness.
And they still have fucking 10 first-round picks. You ever played 2K? You don't want to see the Thunder in a couple years. About to get AJ DeBonsa to be on this Thunder team. It's about to be a fucking massacre.
Oh, jeez.
But, no, I don't think... That kind of goes to my next one. The fucking Grizzlies are the 2 seed. Kind of sneaky. Grizzlies sneak into that 2 spot.
I think the Thunder are a lot better than the Grizzlies.
I think they are too. Like, the Grizzlies sneaking into the 2 is kind of surprising for me. Because I don't think they're the second best team in the West.
I don't want the Rockets
17 and 8. I mean, they're 16 and 8, and the Grizzlies are 17 and 8. So,
isn't Ja hurt right now too?
I think he just came back
Oh.
recently. But there's 11 teams in the West that are 500 or above. And the Kings are 12 and 13, so like they're right there. So damn near 12 teams. And then look at the East. There is 7 teams above 500. And then you have the Pistons at 11 at 10 and 15. Bulls 10 and 15. Pacers 10 and 15. Pacers fall off a cliff.
Well, Halliburton.
The Hornets, shout out you guys for embarrassing my take about how you could be a fucking good team. You're 7 and 17. You're not making play. You're not making play in. But the Sixers are 7-15. Still not very good. Everybody's kind of coming back now.
Well, I don't think Embiid's
What's the deal here?
Well, they were fucking 2 and 10.
What's the deal here? But
I think Paul George, he came back from the injury. They're playing it back-to-back. He played the first game, then sat out the next game. I'm like,
what are we doing?
You need rest, Paul?
And then this will go right into our next topic. What's your last one?
LeBron was not washed, so go fuck yourself.
Yeah, buddy. LeBron's washed. Go fuck yourself. Let me see it. LeBron James, just for
39, 11, and 14.
I think his last 2 games have been really good.
Some would say glorious.
After his 10-point shitter fest against the Timberwolves, even before that, he went for 27, 5, and 14. You hated on him. Go fuck yourself. Then you see his shitter fest. And then we got a 29, 5, and 8 game against the Miami Heat, where he played very well. And then you have a 39, 10, 11, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 1 that should have won the game, 6 for 11 from the 3 ball.
But here was AD when it mattered most.
If you watch the Hawks game, that was a ridiculous way to lose. But the dumbass pass from AD to LeBron, was it AD to LeBron? Dyson Daniels jumps it, just a lazy play. Maybe Braun could have done something better, but it shouldn't have been passed right there. He makes a chase down block of a fucking lifetime at 40 years old against a 20-year-old Dyson Daniels. I think he's year 3. Maybe he's 21. And Dyson Daniels had a hell of a game, too. Fucking blocks him, and it goes off Dyson Daniels at the rim.
Dude, the Hawks announcers, they might be the most annoying fucking announcers I think I've ever watched.
It was a true shout out my barber dog moment. Where he just, and then he got, it was just, he loves to see it. He loves to see it. And then he gets snaked by his team. They do everything they can to lose that game. Like, Gabe Vincent. Honestly, offensively, you weren't bad. Defensively, please get off the court, never come back. Holy shit.
I mean, I know we have injuries, but like.
Max Christie, he fouled out.
He did. He fouled out.
Go fuck yourself.
I mean, but.
I think he made a big shot in the fourth quarter offensively. No shit, the Lakers go offensively. Can't score, can't defend anybody. Just the 3-point shot was the worst defense I've ever seen from like why
coming off a screen.
If the best defensive player in the league, damn near, if you want to make an argument, go crazy. Anthony Davis had him clearly. Didn't need any help. He's got a big sized advantage. You think you needed to go over there and help Anthony Davis? Really, Gabe Vincent, Mr. 10-Day? Are you shitting me?
He also had a pretty bad foul like late too that like led to some free throws. I think it led to an and one.
What the fuck are you doing?
Onyeka. And I'm like, why?
There's a couple of like bullshit ass DeAndre Hunter layups too, where he just like threw it off the backboard and it went in.
DeAndre Hunter had like fucking 30 this game too.
He also got in LeBron's face. Don't you ever do that fucking again.
I will beat your fucking ass.
Don't you ever do that fucking again, buddy.
Yeah.
But our NBA topic.
I don't care if you're bigger than me or stronger than me.
Dumbasses. Anyways, Jimmy Butler's getting traded. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like he's getting traded. The Hawks are out on him. Who are some realistic trade partners for Jimmy Butler? I've seen a lot of, Warriors. I've seen...
We mentioned the Pelicans, but I think with their bad record...
We mentioned the Pelicans at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
We couldn't have predicted them to go 5-20.
Well, their team's been basically injured all year.
They're so hurt. There's no way
they're not going to make a trade this year.
But I wouldn't have hated it if they were sitting at, like, above 500, like some of these other teams, like the Suns. They're at this level. They can make a move for Jimmy Butler. But, like, in terms of real possibilities, we're just going to avoid money. Teams that could use Jimmy Butler in terms of a sense.
Right in front of
like,
my face.
Cavs don't need Jimmy. Celtics don't. Magic don't. Knicks don't. The Bucks? Probably not. Not really. That's bad spacing for Giannis.
You might not like it. I think you're pissed not to trade for him.
I mean, I wouldn't. If there was a team,
they've been in talks with Kawhi.
If there was a team that would kind of move for him, it would be the Pistons. But I think we'd lose Malik Beasley, who's been very good for us this season, actually. Really
good. He was on the Lakers.
I think we could lose like Ron Holland, who we just drafted, and maybe a first or two.
I don't know. I don't know. Never mind.
What's Jimmy's trade value?
I don't know. McCall was 5 first-round fucking picks.
What's Jimmy's trade value? How's he playing even this year? Like, is he even playing very well? I don't think he is.
19, 5 and 5.
He's averaging more than I thought. I did not expect.
On 56% from the field and 36% from 3. It's actually better than I thought.
I thought it's way better than I thought. I thought it would be like 16, 4 and 4. But the fact that the Heat want to move him is weird to me a little bit because what are they, 5th in the East?
Well, maybe they might see what they can get for him.
They're 5th in the East at 12-10.
Jimmy's not getting any younger. They know the clear ceiling. I don't think he's even the best player on the team anymore.
I'm looking for like good young teams that are in need of a veteran
spark plug.
Do it all spark plug. Like maybe the Hawks. Trey. He could play some. You could move him for like not Ricochet probably, but like one of their wings and some picks.
I don't think he's gonna do shit.
Even if you want to move Ricochet, you could say the Hawks could be.
They
a trade
wouldn't
target.
trade Hunter.
They wouldn't trade Hunter. He's been so good this season. But like, if you could throw in a couple,
they
picks,
wouldn't trade Jalen Johnson.
Couple picks. I kind of forget about Jalen Johnson. He's having a hell of a year. Who'd they just draft to?
The Hawks just got a couple more picks too. Due to John.
And I don't think they're going to move Dyson Daniels anymore either. So I think they'd move like maybe Bogdan.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich, and then you're talking like
that gives the Heat a solid plaplayer.
We'll
get a little role player.
trying to think of picks they would have. Maybe Larry Nance, and maybe one of these young guys like David Roddy, Kobe Buffkin. They were first round picks, and some picks for Jimmy Butler.
I don't even know his trade. I don't know.
But what would he play?
It's hard to gauge.
Would Jalen Johnson play the 3? Like I'm trying to look at.
Well, Jimmy's what, a 2 or a 3? What would you classify him as?
I think he can even play the 4. He'd be a small 4, but like a Draymond, because Draymond's 6'7". Jimmy's 6'6".
Yeah. No, I think isn't Jalen Johnson taller than that?
I think he could play the 4 before Jimmy. I think Jimmy would play the 3.
Yeah. So
I think it would be Trey, Dyson. Is Dyson even starting? I don't think that he is. I don't think he starts. I want to say he came off the bench against the Lakers.
Oh yeah, but then Bogdan would start over him then.
I think Bogdan. Hawks depth chart. Let's pull it up. Dyson starts, so I guess I'll just go fuck myself. It's Trae Young, Dyson, DeAndre Hunter, Jalen Johnson. Already at the 4, so like that doesn't even matter.
So then you could probably move Dyson to the bench.
You could move Dyson to the bench, or you could even put DeAndre on the bench if you wanted to. Be the
I don't know if
6
they do that.
He could play 6 man. Jalen Johnson's really good. Like he's like playoff. He's like all-star level good right now. He's been that good. Trey's obviously not going anywhere. Dyson's been so good. I don't think he would go down. I think it could be more of if you move Bogdan, you would have DeAndre Hunter come off. I think DeAndre Hunter would have to come off the bench. He'd have to, right? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'll just go fuck myself. I don't know. Maybe he.
Jalen Johnson's averaging 20, 10, and 5. What's Hunter averaging?
I think Hunter's a teens
defender.
Guy. I think he's more of a teens guy.
Okay, go fuck myself. Just put in Hunter.
2.
Averaging 19 and 4. Okay. On better efficiency from 3, but I think Jalen Johnson.
And look at these other teams like in the East. Like, I don't think the Pacers would. I don't think they would. Maybe the Pistons. I mean, they're 10 and 15, but
Pacers. Who's there? Benedict Mathurin.
They might. Maybe they've been so bad they could look into it.
Yeah.
Who they got to give?
What's their record? 10 and 15. You said.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not.
They could do
terrible, but
like a Jarris Walker plus some picks and maybe another player for Jimmy. So then we're looking at Halliburton. What even is there? I don't think Mathurin starts.
You know, a team I could see trading for Jimmy would be the Rockets.
Okay.
I think they trade Dylan Brooks.
I wouldn't hit that.
Especially to match money. I mean,
Nembhard starts at 2. Mathurin starts at 3. So it's Hallie, Nembhard, Benedict, Siakam, Miles Turner. But I don't think they have the money. They
forgot they had Siakam.
Siakam makes max. Halliburton's max. Miles Turner makes good money too. I don't think they could afford it. They might be able to, but I don't hate the Rockets though. They're a good team. Could take a superstar. They have pieces to trade away. They could move like Reed Shepherd.
I don't know if they trade him. Maybe.
I think I'd rather have Amen, Tari Eason, Jalen Green, Jabari than Reed Shepherd.
I don't think Reed Shepherd plays.
Hold on. What if it's a Fred VanVleet? Because he makes bag. That would be good for contracts.
Yeah, but would they be willing to give Fred VanVleet though?
I mean, he's not a world beater.
I mean, yeah, but
he's their leader. But if Jimmy's going to play that role, and then you at point guards,
he be their facilitator too.
Well, the point guards could be Amen, low-key. He can pass. He can't shoot, but he can pass and defend. And then, or even Reed Shepherd, the fucking second overall. What was he, 3rd overall pick?
Yeah, something like that. I just don't see.
I think Jalen Green's been asked this year, too. And maybe it's not just Jimmy. Maybe they bring over a playmaking guard. Maybe it's.
Oh yeah, it's kind of been asked this year.
There might be heat rosters. Make sure I'm not forgetting anybody.
Jalen's not efficient either.
Maybe it's a fucking, I guess not really. They wouldn't trade Terry. It's too much money. So maybe it's just Jimmy. I think the only way they could is Fred VanVleet because of the money.
Yeah, because Dylan Brooks now makes 20.
And I don't think they fucking care for Dylan Brooks either. Like, I don't think Dylan Brooks is a needle mover on a trade with Jimmy Butler. Hence, you see us not mentioning the Lakers because please fucking God don't do that.
We don't have the money.
Don't have the money. Doesn't fit a fucking need.
Doesn't help our spacing. I mean, I think he's kind of over a defender at this point. Like, I was told he's this all defensive player.
I think he's good.
I think he just hustles.
I think
He has energy.
I think he can't shoot a fucking three to save his life.
Yeah.
And I guess he could play good defense unless he can guard fucking the Trae Youngs and we're talking the Damian Lillard, Kyries. Like that's what we need. Jamal Murray. Can you guard Jamal Murray at the highest level? That's what we need. We don't need someone who can play good defense on fucking the third worst player on the random teams he guards. But look at teams in the West. Memphis? Who needs a role model? John Morant. What about Memphis?
Yeah, somebody to keep
The Memphis Grizzlies
keep
here.
him grounded. Who they have on their team they can trade salary wise?
Marcus Smart.
You're making $40 million.
He's not making $40 million, but he's making 20 all day. You could even they have a young piece like a Gigi Jackson that they could move to try to make a real run. Vince Williams. Or even if you want to say fuck you, Desmond Bain, because you're mid. You do that too.
I can see Desmond Bain. I actually like that for both sides.
Desmond Bain is good, but like he's not. I don't think he's a key.
He made a crazy fucking contract.
I think and they have Jalen Wells, who they just drafted, who's been really good. He's actually in the conversation for like Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, Desmond Bain, you.
Scottie Pippen Jr. has been really good off the bench for them this year.
I know. Lakers had him. Cool.
Then you'd be looking at a Ja Morant. Marcus can play the two just for defensive reasons.
Who Dylan Celtics?
Jimmy Butler, Jaren Jackson, Zach E. That's one of the best defensive teams in basketball. Flat out. I mean, there is some shooting issues, but then you have off the bench, you got Luke Kennard. You got Scottie Pippen Jr. who can run the
Easily
offense.
40% three-point shooter.
Jalen Wells. And maybe you throw in a Duncan Robinson to get off that contract too from the Miami Heat on some bullshit. Maybe if it's Desmond Bain.
They definitely can't get the money there.
Maybe if it's Desmond Bain and maybe not. No, probably not. They probably wouldn't trade Marcus Smart and Desmond Bain.
I don't think they'll trade Duncan Robinson because I think his
contract's
ridiculous. Last year.
His contract's ridiculous too. It's like $17 million for Duncan Robinson.
Yeah.
But those younger teams that need like that guy is what I'm thinking.
I don't hate that at all.
I've seen Warriors, but like,
who would they trade?
Wiggins.
Oh yeah, they probably would.
It's just Wiggins. It's Wiggins and it's like Kuminga. That's the package.
Ooh, I want Kuminga. I think Warriors are gonna keep Kuminga.
But then what would they trade? Like, who is Wiggins the seller here? Like, they need a young piece that's like maybe Brandon
Moody?
Moses Moody? Podziemski, maybe.
He's an ass this year.
He's barely played. Like, I don't think he's a. I think Curry just needs to leave the Warriors and start trying to make it work over there.
I know, man. Come to the fucking Lakers.
Why do we keep dicking around with what to fix the Warriors when we just other teams have way easier paths to being fixed with Stephen Curry than other teams building around Stephen Curry? You know.
I agree.
I don't see him going to the Clippers, Nuggets, Lakers, Timberwolves, Suns, no, Spurs, maybe, but I don't think they're in a serious position to trade for Jimmy Butler.
I think they're trying to make their young pieces work.
I honestly don't think he'll get traded. I think they should just run it back and they're just like when his contract's up, sign and trade or something like that. Like, but I also see the point of like get value now while you can.
I don't think his value's gonna get any better.
Official prediction, and my prediction is probably like he doesn't get traded or he goes somewhere like the Warriors, what everybody's saying he's going to. I want to see him. I like the Memphis. I think Memphis is my favorite of what we found.
I'm gonna go with my Rockets.
I don't hate either one of those. Young teams, high in the playoffs that could use a veteran to lead and be that fucking dog.
I remember in 2K every year he'd always go to the Rockets too.
I think it would be a good move for him. Memphis or the Rockets. I think he's going to the West.
Who's getting the spark plug?
I think he's going to the West.